View,
Nice.
and it's me.
Well, no, wait. Oh yeah, it is you. Sorry, fuck.
You forget. I thought this album was. All right.
All right.
Like, it had some. Oh, I can hear myself in your mic, by the way. Well.
How? I don't think you're that loud. Try now.
William?
How's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you can hear it.
It's only a little bit.
It's through my headphones, so I don't get how. I'm quite close to my
It's
mic.
weird, isn't it?
Super close.
Regardless, okay, I'll carry on. I can still help myself though.
I don't know what to do. You're literally in my headphones.
It's not even that bad.
Okay. So this album I thought it had like some amazing songs, but then it reminded me similarly to like, not in style at all, but like to the 1975, in that it had some absolutely great songs and then just some like, what is that doing on there? Just get rid of that. It also had the problem of like the songs, and I think you did point this out after I picked it. They're just unnecessarily long, with like long intros or like 2 minutes before anything happens. It's even worse on the music videos. The music video version of Hurricane is 12 minutes long. Like, it's just not needed to be that long.
Hurricane was made of a bit of an art thing, though, rather than a. Hurricane's a weird one.
And as we
I feel
know,
like that's
art songs.
that's also why I compare it to 1975, because they think their songs are very artsy,
and they're also wrong.
And
Jared Leto is very,
I feel like this is
weird. Let's go with weird.
It is a bit weird, but
so yeah, the worst song was L490. Because just what was that? There's the last song.
yeah, it's one of them artsy ones, isn't it?
It's just an artsy, boring one. But then there was a lot of songs. There was a few others bad ones other than L49, which I thought was... Escape was okay, but Stranger in a Strange Land I didn't like either. And then most of the others got clumped in sort of the same group with just that, like, good section. And then in that good I had to pick, because then only two stood out. So I had to pick one of those in the clump as a third favourite. So third favourite I picked was Search and Destroy.
Ooh,
Thought that was really good.
Oh.
I really like that as well.
Ooh.
Second was Close to the Edge.
Ooh.
Because that was a great chorus.
Ah.
It does have a good chorus.
And number one by a country mile. This is like one of my favourite songs now.
Say Kings and Queens.
Yeah, it is.
From album review.
Gonna say it.
In general, is Kings and Queens.
Said,
Just one epic song. It's just...
It is
I feel like a lot of the songs also would be like much better live with a massive crowd. They feel like very crowd big songs. Most of them, like even.
Well, yeah, it's because they have the chanty stuff in the background.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like I feel like they would be great in a big crowd.
They are incredible live, I will say. Really, really good.
Whereas just sitting there on your own listening to it doesn't have that same effect. Like, because especially when I like songs that I feel like I can like dance around to, or like enjoy the epic moments. And a lot of these, it's just like doesn't have that, or it has such a long intro that I'm like, oh, skip, boring. Like, just get to the good bit already. So I feel like a lot of their songs would be better as a performance, because it's, again, with 1975, like they're like interlude-y songs that they have on the album that are just like, what is that on there? Works great on their live performance. And I feel like that would be a similar thing with this album.
Gang, gang.
So overall, probably would be better live, but just listening to them this way, they weren't incredible apart from the top two songs. Because the other songs were just okay, but the top two I thought were fantastic. Album review.
Woo!
Okay.
That's my opinion. Aidan.
A lot of chard in this album. You could probably cut about a couple. Well, most songs had either a weird intro, a weird outro, or just were weird in general for the vast majority of it. But like it was like sifting through like you were finding diamonds in the rough in this album, and I don't know why all the songs were so weird around it. Like they were very culty, got a real cult vibe from it. I'm not saying that's because of Jared, but I wouldn't put it past him because it was a bit weird. My worst song, I didn't actually, in my own opinion, I didn't really count the L97 BB8 Help Me Stim.
It was like 4.5 minutes long.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't count it in the sense that it didn't really feel like a song to me. It just sounded like a bit of oh, right, that's there. So the worst song for me was Stranger in a Strange Land, which was my least favourite, I think.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Because, like, that was also a fair bit of chod, and then just a very underwhelming chorus where he didn't really say a lot.
I told the one song I wish was longer, though, and that was 100 Suns. I quite like that. I just wish it was made into an actual song rather than just, like, what it was.
I'll be honest, I don't really remember that one.
It's a bit acoustic-y.
Yeah.
But past that point, I wholeheartedly agree with Denver in every aspect.
But the top 3
including song locations. Number 3 was Search and Destroy. Number 2 was Close to the Edge, and number 1 was the feel good. I see what you were trying to say. It feels big. It is a big feeling song. It really is. Like, you know what I mean? It gives you a sense of
by the music video
scale.
as well.
Isn't the music video just them riding bikes about?
Yeah, but it's like a crowd of people that have like gathered.
it's so real. Shit,
yeah,
man.
but I really like that song. Like, fuck.
You would have got away with it had I have not watched the music video about 12 years ago.
My God, in a lot of the music videos as well, like Jared Leto is like ripped.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean,
I never thought he was.
He's always been kind of ripped, to be fair.
Joe's just there like, I think I'm bigger.
I looked. Obviously, I did my classic Wikipedia. No, sorry. I didn't realize he didn't start this band till he was 27.
How old is he now?
He used to look like.
He's nearly 50 now.
He just looks like. You remember when he used to rock the Mohican?
Yeah, he has a Mohican in Close to the Edge. His video.
Joe does because he's an OG fan.
I'm not a fan at all.
Wow.
So that means when he was like rocking that hairstyle in those music videos, he was like nearly 40.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit weird, but good for him. But
I feel like his voice.
But in all things, I didn't really say whether or not I did or didn't enjoy this album. And I did, but like a very specific songs.
Yes.
Like there was so much to sift through before you got to like the holy shit, like these are the songs again.
That's the thing. Even the other songs like sort of clumped together, like the choruses and bits were like good. It's just I felt like they were too dragged out.
Yeah, and then like randomly halfway through, you'd have an advert for like Seal It Bang or some shit, and it was just like fuck off, Jared. All right, I don't want to hear this.
And the lyrics just weren't cringy enough.
Bring me Search and Destroy. They weren't cringy. They needed to be about fucking over a bathroom. You know. And they needed to be like getting railed in the back of a truck.
Oh my God.
They needed to be all
sitting
that.
pretty and free.
You know, kings and queens could have been back seats and soggy trousers.
Yeah.
Baggy trousers.
I was literally just thinking that.
Were you?
Yeah.
Joe, is it?
No, it's Will.
Will.
Okay. Fuck you guys. I really like this album. And I always will. I fucking love this album. And it's to be fair, there is a lot of like sentimental value to it at the same time though. So I like probably biased in that sense because again, it's one of the first albums that got me into like everything else. I've had a good week because like I picked My Chemical Romance and then this. It was like this is like a proper nostalgia trip these last 2 weeks. But I thought it was incredible. There's only 2 songs on the entire album that I didn't like, so I don't get like the sifting through shit kind of thing. Like
I probably worded it wrong. It isn't sifting through shit so much as it's sifting through things that probably shouldn't be there.
I think
it's the fact that every song I think is alright, but just they have these like minutes of just nothingness.
Yeah, and so like I wouldn't really class it as shit. It's more like somebody dropping a bit of toast on your carpet and not cleaning it up, and you're like, well, like this isn't the end of the world, but I don't really want this here.
The only songs that I didn't like were the last two. Like, that's
And
it.
that's the ones we've picked so far.
Yeah, literally the ones you've picked. But like, other than that, I think every song's solid, in my opinion.
I didn't think Escape was that
Really?
good either.
Again,
Well, that's just an intro, though, isn't it?
yeah, but again, you're including like all the like 30-second intros where there's just like nothing going on and stuff like that. You're saying that those songs are great.
Yeah, I still like them.
Well, I do like the
But
songs,
nothing's
but
happening though.
that's what I mean. I just don't like that part. If that part went away,
Which songs were the fucking?
I
Which
don't
ones
really
are you on
remember.
about?
Will. I
Most-
don't know.
most-
Every
most of
single
them.
song.
I think
I
most of
literally
them
most
had
of them.
some in it, or like some aspect of it.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
like
Because they were all like, you look at the lengths of all the songs, they're all over like 5.5 minutes long, pretty much.
So that
like-
I don't know.
Albums aren't like most sort of, especially quick poppy songs are like 3.5, 4 minutes.
It's-
Like so you've got another minute and a half, 2 minutes of just Jared Leto.
like I'm not even like fucking about
To every
when I
song.
say that this album could have probably been about 20 minutes shorter had it have cut out most of the stuff that didn't need to be there in it.
Oh, I don't know. I think it
Apart
adds
from
to
in
it.
Kings and Queens, it makes the build up even better.
But the rest of the songs don't really have that value.
Did I say Kings and Queens, that's the one I meant.
Yeah.
Close to the Edge could have just had the chorus.
I don't know. I just liked it. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. I think it adds to it. I think if it wasn't there, it'd be empty and a bit shit. Like it always builds up
I
to
mean,
it.
it was
and it's-
empty.
Joe, will you shut the fuck
Joe
up a
with his-
minute?
I
Jesus
love it. No,
Christ.
I love it. This is great.
It's so annoying. Right.
What was your worst then?
Worst for me was L490 because that is, like I say, the last two songs for me didn't need to be there, but everything else I liked. And it was either that or Stranger in a Strange Land actually has some vocals in it and has something in it rather than just a weird like tribal thing at the end. I don't know what that
Yeah.
was.
It's
Um,
culty, very culty.
Honourable mentions. I like
Who is doing that noise?
Joe.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry, I knocked my headphones off.
I like.
Jesus. Are you
Are they,
moving around?
are they rolling
Yes.
away from you?
I'm just walking downstairs.
I like
Right.
Vox Populi, if that's how you say it. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
Because I
I
quite
don't
like
mind
the.
that song. That was alright.
Shut
Thanks,
the
Joe.
fuck up, Joe.
Oh, I'm agreeing with you. What the fuck?
It does sound like you've dropped your mic in the bottom of like a cup, a plastic cup, and it's just rattling around.
Hang on, guys, I'll get it.
I'm just here.
I like that song, and because I feel like that's why I quite like this album in general. There's like loads of passion and power behind it. Without saying it, I don't know how else to say it. I just think there's like
I know what you're saying. Yes,
because there's quite a lot of
very grandiose.
yeah, like
Yeah,
and
but
there's a lot of. Go on, Joe. Hit me with
for
it.
me, it's like what you guys were saying, periphery. Like I was like, oh, there's like all that talent, but it doesn't matter if it's wasted on shit. And I feel like it's the same with this album. It doesn't matter how passionate you are about it. Shit,
You're irrelevant.
shit.
So this. That is the most ridiculous thing you have ever. Oh my fucking god, Joe.
No,
Shut
it
the
isn't.
fuck
He
up.
said something about £200 saving up to £1,000 earlier.
Oh yeah, true.
That's math.
I just think that's probably why I like it so much because every song seems to have like this big, momentous thing about
Passion.
it, and it's powerful and it all has meaning. I think it's great. So honorable mentions is nearly every song, to be honest. Not every song, but just like the ones that aren't. See, like Vox Popular, I really like that. Night of the Hunter, Search and Destroy, Hurricane, and Alibi. I love all of them. Like even Alibi, where it's just a bit slow the whole way through. I just think they're all, and like Alibi has like this really fucking cool vocal bit. Although I think there's like that in every song where he has like a really good vocal part in it where he just sounds really good. I really like his voice. Top three. Third for me was Kings and Queens. I do love that song,
What?
and I think it's amazing.
You sinner!
But
Nah, it's the best by a lot.
But again, I listened to it so many times. that it's like I think it's done it to me again, where I've like
Do you know what Kings and Queens reminds me of? Wolves of
I'm
Winter
sure-
by Biffy
reggae.
Clyro. No,
Probably
Wolves of
reggae.
Winter. Wolves of Winter by
Wait,
Biffy Clyro.
which one came out
I'm
first? Which one
Kings
came
and
out
Queens.
first?
Kings and
Oh,
Queens.
well, then I think that Wolves of Winter reminds me of Kings
I
and
also
Queens.
don't think Wolves of Winter is anything like Kings and Queens.
They go, we are the kings, and it's we are the wolves. It's like the same.
Brilliant. It's
So
shouting.
one word.
We are.
One part of the song.
No,
No, I know what you
melody
mean,
itself.
but
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh, at the moment I've just realised it's Joey's
I
pick.
really like this song. Yeah, but he's
I
not
told you
picking
it's no
metal,
more
is
metal
he?
albums.
He's said,
Yeah, no more metal albums.
thank God,
No more. None.
No.
for a while.
Yeah, for a while.
But
But
yeah,
he's done this before.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
lied
he
to
has.
us.
Kings
No,
and
I did
Queens,
it. I
I
like
really
a
liked
two-week
it.
break. Anyway,
Fuck's
sorry, go on.
Quite
Sorry,
a big break, to be fair.
Sorry, go on.
Gosh, you've talked through my entire fucking review. Can I finish, please?
Sorry.
Is this what it feels like when
Every
I'm
time I
saying?
say something, Joe's like, I wrote it. I wrote it. Fuck it off. So, Kings and Queens is third for me. And again, I fucking... Oh my God. He's done it again.
Just an awful thing. Sorry. Carry on. Kings and Queens, good song.
Incredible song. But like I said, these top three, to be honest, could be switched around on like depending how I'm feeling
And should be.
on a given day. Like because Kings and Queens, I love that song, but again, I've listened to so many times that it's like the other stuff kind of, I don't know, the stuff that I love also that I hadn't listened to in a long while. I don't know, some reason it just didn't. When I was reviewing it, it felt right to be third and not second or first. Second for me, Closer to the Edge. First song Aidan ever showed me, and first song.
Oh, you.
Ever, straight out the womb.
Honestly, no,
Aidan's
the
like,
first one that
"Here,
Aidan
child."
showed genuinely was the first song that Aidan showed me that got me into everything else.
Oh my God, really? Was it?
Yeah, it was the first song you said, listen to
Wow.
this, and then after that, found everything else. And it,
Well, that would have been like year 7, wasn't
I
it?
molded
Yeah, right.
you into the twat you were today.
that's it. You
10
made me an
years
emo
ago,
kid.
you were in year 8.
I don't fucking know, right?
I don't know.
What do you get for my bag?
Oh, no. That's not. I'm not questioning.
What are you
I'm just-
digging me?
is that-
2010.
that's what-
Yeah, that was.
2009.
This came out
So-
2010, didn't it?
9.
Why does it say 2000? Oh, it's because it's a deluxe thing on Spotify. Never mind.
I remember hearing it on the TV channel Scuzz with 2 Zs.
What?
Yeah.
I've actually got the CD copy album of this.
Do you remember like Saturday Morning with Sam and Mark, or whatever that was called?
Is that the one that had Lil Chris on it?
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah,
Those
he's
are the
dead now,
days.
isn't he?
Wait, who's dead?
Little Chris.
Oh, I thought you meant Sam and thingy.
Yeah, well, you can finish your.
I swear this
Sorry.
happens every week. Where my one, everyone wants to talk through.
I think it's just because you're not interesting.
It genuinely is. They're like, you get bored. You're like, I should talk about something else.
No, we talk more and more the later you are. Like the first person to talk
You know.
doesn't get spoken over, and then slowly you get more and
God,
more
I know.
spoken over as you go
I
through.
think every time Joe talks, we should just talk. That should be a thing. Closer to the
Oh.
Edge, second. Great song, great chorus, amazing. Again, more passion.
Plot
First
twist,
for
Kings
me.
and Queens is also first.
Yes, no, first for me, and I don't know why none of you said it, is This Is War. I think it's so good. I think it builds up like to such a fucking amazing end, and I just think it's
You see-
so good. And it's got a
I had
great
it in there,
music
but I
video.
thought most of it was actually a bit boring. Like the build up made it, but the rest of it was just a bit flat.
I disagree.
I like This Is What. If I had an
But-
honourable mention, it would be it, but I don't.
Yeah, it was between This Is War and Search and Destroy, to be fair. So it was one of my
Yeah.
favourites.
But
But compared to Search and Destroy, I preferred.
the problem is, I feel on this album there probably only was about 5 great songs, and like, you know, that's the reasoning behind it. Really, it's like the other ones were just there.
I think the biggest one that I didn't remember at all existed that I actually really liked, still didn't make the top 3 because it wasn't, but was Night of the Hunter. Like I really like that song.
Yeah, that was alright.
Oh,
I-
but he died.
I don't remember that even existing, but I really like that one. But yeah, number one, This Is War. I just thought the build-up was insane, and it was better than I even remember it being. I don't know.
I think if we wiped your mind, you would have the same top 3.
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I think if you wiped your ass, you wouldn't smell a shit.
But I'd still put This Is War over Search and Destroy. Like, I really like
yeah,
Search
I
and
guess.
Destroy as well. So it's like,
Joe doesn't. He prefers.
Fuck off! I hate you so much.
No,
I was literally about to make that joke. Fuck you.
So shit. Anyway, here we go,
concludes my
boys.
review.
Here we go.
Joseph.
So
I'll wait for Joe to be a
I
cunt.
almost said like the rate of the album, then that was a close call. So
Sure
I mean,
was.
the thing is,
Suppose.
the thing is, right? I didn't go into this album with any expectations at all, so I can't say that I'm disappointed.
We went in hating it, so.
Well, the thing is like every
I
time
really
I've ever
enjoyed
tried to
Red
listen
Dead.
to, like,
Did you like Red Dead? I don't.
Oh,
So,
look at this.
let's not
Shade.
start, Will, because at least I was relevant when I was like saying shit. You was not.
Well, it depends what you think of relevant, to be fair. But go
Alright,
on.
children, calm down.
Relevance, definitely not you.
I'm joking. Go
Son
on,
of a
Joe.
bitch. That's okay. It's fine. Don't worry. So, like I say with this album, every time like Aidan tried to show me it when I was a bit younger, like I would just find it really
When he was
boring.
5.
Straight out the womb.
When I was
Aidan's
a
there.
newborn.
Come on, Joe, you've got to smoke this.
Aidan just throws CDs at you. It's just
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's very,
He's like, listen to this, you bitch.
right.
Listen!
Right, so anytime I tried to like listen to this out, not this album, or this band in general, I always just got really bored, and like I was just never really interested in it. I don't know. I've tried to listen to this band in the past, I've just never got into it.
Fuck, I like Red Dead Redemption.
So, really, I mean, I'm not gonna say I hated it, and I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I was kind of very neutral. I'm like, I was like, this doesn't sound bad, but at the same time, nothing's really happened. And that was like the majority of the album. Like the top 3 that I had, like are genuinely really, really like they're good songs, and I enjoyed them. But it's not, again, it's just not something I would listen to like outside of album review, which like kind of lowered the rating a little bit more for me. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I wasn't really disappointed, and I wasn't pleased either. I was kind of just, you know, nah. I kind of it wasn't as bad as what I expected, because like Aidan said earlier, it was like digging for like gold in a coal mine. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
with
'cause
a
that's
red
where you
one.
find
Great
gold.
analogy.
That's where you
Digging for gold in a coal mine.
That's what
Not
I mean.
a gold mine.
Yeah,
Coal
it's
mine.
like finding gold because you find gold in a gold mine. You don't find gold in a coal mine.
So what you're saying is you
My
don't find
analogy
anything
was
good.
Diamond in the Rush.
Oh,
For
God,
Joe's was
Joe.
Joe.
Gold in a coal mine.
You know when you
Joe,
rip
you
out a
are
cat's
such a
intestines
fucking
and it's just
idiot.
like, hang on, Joe.
Oh my god.
I thought that was quite a good analogy, actually.
Oh my fucking god.
My least favourite was actually Escape. So it was
Oh.
a really shit start to the album
The
for me. I was like,
intro. Nice.
yeah,
I
I
like
was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, it just doesn't make sense why this is here. What is it? I don't understand. It just to be there, much like most of the song.
Joe's analogy was like saying trying to find an elephant in the ocean.
Exactly, that's the point.
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
It's dead.
Oh no.
What was he going to do, Will?
This is popping around under there.
Just bobbing in the ocean.
Well, they could breathe. Do they breathe through the end of their trunk? They
Yeah,
just
I
have
think
that
they
above the
do,
water and just
yeah.
float.
It's a snorkel.
It's a
Submarine.
They
It's a
still breathe
submarine.
they still breathe through the mouth, don't they?
Nah. We're just going to go with no.
Oh, no.
Right.
That's a hard
So
no on that.
I think my top 3 is actually either the same or just slightly different than Will's, so we can at least agree on this, Will.
Wrong.
My third favourite was Closest to the Edge. I really enjoyed the chorus.
Okay, nobody put that in that spot, but
No, Joe.
just like everyone else's.
You let us down. Closer to the Edge was everyone's second favourite.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Let
what's
us
it?
down, Joe.
My second favourite was Kings and Queens.
Wrong.
So have you just picked the top 3 most famous songs as your top 3?
No, these are the ones that I generally enjoyed the most. Like the other ones, I just found really boring.
Yes, that's a
Yeah,
good
but
one.
what is the most
Except
popular one
for-
that isn't Kings and
I
Queens
think
opposed
it's,
to the X?
it's This Is War, isn't it? Which is he's
No,
about
it's
to
the
pick.
Kill, isn't it?
Well, no, because it's on a different
The
album.
Kill isn't on
Oh.
this album. Is that what? Have you done the wrong album
Oh,
again?
no.
Oh
Fuck's sake,
no,
Joe.
guys! No, I really liked. I liked Vox Populi, Vox Populi, whatever you want to call it. I did like that song. That was quite good.
Vox Populi.
I really want. I feel like every band has a song called Hurricane as well, but theirs was not very good. Night of the Hunter was boring. Search and Destroy was shit.
So it's Alibi.
It's called it's album review, not Joe
No.
goes through and rates
No,
every song.
No, this
You
this is-
shit,
this
you
is-
shit,
No, remember,
you
it's
shit.
Music Club.
Music Club.
Wow. This Is War was my
Re-
first.
Yay! This is war.
I don't know. It just feels like iconic. Like when it is iconic. It just feels. You know when you can tell something's iconic without knowing it's iconic. It's like, I don't know.
Wrong. Kings
Sorry.
and Queens.
So no, I really enjoyed. Sorry, I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this album.
You just such used to a
Switcheroo.
default reply. You say it's such an average
Switcheroo.
album, and then you go, "Really enjoyed this album, guys."
So thanks, guys. Great. It's just like you know when your brain goes on autopilot, and you're like, say something
Yeah.
normal. So yeah, no. Like I said, just not the greatest thing for me. I just wouldn't listen to it. So that's really all I have to say to it about it. To be fair.
Thank you, Joe.
But I want to know what Denver would rate it out of 10.
Rating times. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
6.5.
7.
9.
4.
Hooray! What is that? What is that total to?
26.5. Oh, it's the old 26.5
Oh
club.
God, it got that high even with my 4. Jesus.
I love
surprised
that
you rate it
album.
higher than me, Aidan.
If I give it
I
a
did
6, that would have
enjoy
been a 30 for you, Will.
I enjoyed
Huh?
it a lot.
If I give it a 6, that would have been like a 30 for
It wasn't my pick.
I mean, it
it
wouldn't, Joe.
wouldn't.
You don't do math.
That's not math.
It also
If it's
wasn't my pick.
26 and you add another I have to give it.
Bloody-
I have to give it an 8.
Right, I was tossed it up between a 7 and a 6.5, and then I thought the songs are too long. 6.5.
See, that's ironic because I was
just thought
also
it was kind of
doing
boring.
that, but then I remembered like the 3 best ones, which are genuine. They're so iconic, you don't even need to know they're iconic to know they're iconic. And
I
so,
made
I
the
think that's a
1975
fair point.
analogy again,
Will, would you agree?
but I
with my
gave that a
point there?
6.5.
You
Sorry,
did,
Joe.
yeah.
Would you agree with my point there
Which one?
The elephant
about
in
the
ocean.
iconicness?
Oh.
What's iconic? What?
Will clearly hasn't been to that album review.
No. But you
Fuck
say
you, Joe.
I think everybody made that somewhat statement of being like iconic and
Yeah, but
grand. And...
but Aidan just made fun of it.
what those top
I
3
don't mean I
songs?
don't believe it.
Those top 3 songs.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah,
like
they're
proper iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows them. I
Yeah.
think, unless you're Denver.
I didn't know this as well.
So, do we
In
want
fact,
to
I only knew the
hear?
other two because of Rock Band.
Yeah.
Do we
what
want to
the-
hear next week's picks?
No, not really.
Hang on.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say something and I forgot.
it's
okay.
probably something very funny.
It probably was hilarious. Guess
So-
we'll never know.
I thought
Go
I'd
ahead,
do
Joe.
something very different for
Oh, no.
album.
It is
That's
with
the
the
fact
reggae.
that it's very similar to the fact like, oh, we're trying to pick something that no one's heard before. But like
It's going to be J-pop.
most
or
of the time, you
K-pop,
have it in
isn't
the back of the head, like an album that you choose, like you know as well. Like you'll say, oh yeah, I've listened to this, so here it goes. Like, type.
Yeah.
You know the artist. So I thought I'd kind of just like find a random band, like type of thing. So just like for a change.
Did you do that this last time?
No.
With the Fame?
Oh, the Fame, yeah, kind of, because I've not, yeah.
Yeah,
obviously
but that
I've
was
not
what we
heard it before.
needed to do for that one, wasn't it? We were picking.
Yeah. So, this is
No, that was...
a band I've
was-
genuinely listened to about 30 seconds of one song.
Oh,
So,
that's-
the album is called Leaving Everything Behind by Flood of Red.
Never heard of that.
Really, Will?
Leaving everything behind. Have I spelled that right?
Blood of Red.
No.
Their last
you-
album was in 2010, so I'm assuming they're not a band
Hey,
anymore.
ironically, there's one that says Like Elephants. That's their most listened to song. And Flood of Red. Flood is like water, elephants in the ocean. It's all tied together. Goodbye.